What's up, boys? So today during the Korean conference for Overwatch 2, I guess they decided to give us a little tease about Ramattra. So they decided to tell us his full kit. And I'm not gonna lie, Ramatra's kinda looking like a headache to deal with in Overwatch 2. But besides the jokes, let's get into his abilities. So the first ability we're gonna go over is Void Accelerator, Omnic form. His left click fires out a projectile that advances in a certain shape, which is kind of a weird way to describe a projectile, a certain shape. You couldn't say triangle, square, rhombus. I mean, like, we have all went to 3rd grade. I think we know what a shape is. You could say what the shape is. Now, the right click for Void Accelerator is create a barrier at a target location, which I'm assuming this is probably going to be like a Sigma barrier, seeing that, you know, Sigma also creates a barrier and is able to push it to a target location. That's how I'm assuming it's going to work. Or he probably like pings on the ground where he wants the barrier to come up. That's the only other way I would think it would work. Now, for his E ability, Vortex of Gluttony. Ramattra launches a nanosphere. The nanosphere explodes on impact with the ground, creating a damaging force field. Enemies caught within the force field are pulled to the ground. Ayo, a nice Farah counter, kinda like that. Enemies caught within the force field have reduced movement speed. I mean, like, we don't really need to speculate on anything about his E ability because they essentially just told us everything about it. So on to his Nemesis version of his E ability. And if you guys don't know, the Nemesis is literally just the alternate form of Ramattra. It's bound to shift by default. The ability is called Chastisement. Ramattra transforms into his Nemesis form for roughly 8 seconds. I don't know how non-precise you could be with time in a competitive video game, but alright. While in Nemesis form, Ramattra gains 150 additional health, boosting from 450 to 600 HP. Now, that's not the only ability that Ramattra has in his Nemesis form. His left click attacks with his fist, generating a shockwave each time his fist is raised. Shockwaves penetrate through multiple targets. And then his right click reduces move speed, but greatly increases damage of attacks. So essentially he's gonna be a better Doomfist is what I'm reading here. He's gonna be the new and improved Doomfist. The Doomfist rework we should have had, but we didn't get, so we're stuck with the one that we have now. Now, last but not least is Ramattra's ultimate, Destruction. Automatically switch Ramattra to his Nemesis form, creating an energy zone around him. Enemies caught within the energy zone take damage over time. The duration of the energy zone continues indefinitely so long as enemies are still being damaged by it. Yo, that's kind of sounding a little OP there. I'm not gonna lie, that is not it. Overwatch might need to change that. That is sounding a little too good. Unless they're like taking down like 1 health every 1 second. That's sounding a little too good, but we'll have to see whenever he comes into the game. But what are your guys' thoughts on Ramattra's abilities? But if you guys are done with all of these unentertaining Overwatch 2 content creators, here's some actually good, entertaining Overwatch 2 content.